What we're going to be tying here is the Sparkle Wing RS2. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in my thread. I leave the tag end nice and long, and I leave it hanging off the back. I'll show you why I did that here in just a second. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in 2 strands of Fluorofiber. Just get them started there. And I tie those in right on top of the hook as well. Then what I need to do is split those tails, and I do so by just taking that piece of thread, putting it right in between them, and just pull ever so slightly on it, and that'll actually split them for me. And once you've done that, you can trim out all those tag ends. And now you can essentially see what I did there, just split them. Next, I'm actually going to dub the body. I do so just by barely coating the thread with some dubbing. I don't want to overdo it. Just enough to get it started. And I'm going to take that dubbing forward. And sometimes you need to add a little more to finish her off. I like my RS2s to be fairly slim. I don't like too much build up. Gotta be real careful how much you put on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of flat sparkle braid. I'm going to tie it up near the eye there. I'll actually double it over. Then what I'm going to do is take that sparkle braid, kind of mash it. See how I've kind of mashed it down into a small loop? And I capture that. Essentially that's going to be your sparkle wing, just like so. Trim out the extra, and then what I like to do is just put a tiny bit of dubbing on there, and all I'm trying to do now is just clean up that head, cover up some of the thread wraps, just kind of polish it off. You gotta be real careful how much you add here. You can really overdo it if you're not careful. It's basically just enough to cover the thread. Build up that little head there. Then all you have to do is whip finish. Just like so. Then you need to trim your tails. I usually like to trim them fairly long on this fly, about twice the length of the hook shank or so, just like that. And sometimes you get a few fuzzies in there. Kind of clean those up. That is basically your Sparkle Wing RS2. All there is to it.